Hello people Earth, and I am your host Gamma Axia, and welcome to episode 8 of the Duelist Kingdom Tournament. But let's go over the duelists, who's dueling who, starting with...
Round 3, Match 1, Yami Yugi vs Megan Hill. Round 3, Match 2, Jay Walker vs Mako Tsunami. Round 3, Match 3, Rebecca Hawkins vs Seto Kaiba. Round 3, Match 4, Rex Raptor vs Diesel Kane.
We're on round 3, match 1, Yami Yugi vs Megan Hill. A book deck versus, well, a spellcaster deck? Random deck? So in Yami Yugi's hand we got Giant Rat, Margin, Magician of Black Chaos, the Golden Sarcophagus, and Widespread Ruin. And we got the magical, so we're going to actually get Magician of Black Chaos on first turn. I hope Megan Hill doesn't have Widespread Ruin face down. Golden Sarcophagus will activate, will send Black Pendant to the Banish Zone. Yeah, saw that coming. And Widespread Ruin is face down. And we've got Monster Born in the hand. And Megan Hill has 2 cards in the spelling face down in defense. And we've got Celtic Guardian Duel in the field with Giant Rat. So Yugi's side has magically got a strong strong attack. But lucky enough, Pixie Knight will be able to bring back one of book cards. And Witch of the Black Forest brings Dark Elf to the hand. And the first damage of the duel goes to Megan Hill for 2,800, dropping her life points down to 5,200. Golden Sarcophagus activates, bringing Black Bat Pendant and equipping it to Magician of Black Chaos. And the second Witch of the Black Forest brings Breaker the Magical Warrior to the hand. And Celtic Guardian, and but sadly to say, Magician of Black Chaos has been destroyed. But 500 damage is still given because of Black Pendant. And we've got Dark Elf attacking, but Widespread Ruin destroys her. Well, we've got a card face down in the Spell and Trap card zone, but if that's not a clip, sadly to say that's going as well, as Magical Space Typhoon destroys Wabaku. But Wabaku does mean protecting Megan Hill's life points for one turn. And we get the Breaker, the Magical Warrior attacking, but Mither Force destroys it and sends it to the grave. And we've got Giant Soldier of Stone going into attack mode. And the winner of the first match is Yami Yugi. So I'll meet everyone in match 2. And we're in match 2 now. Yami Yugi only needs to win this to move on to face one of the enforcers. But if Megan Hill wins this, we go to the tiebreaker. And you know what time it is? It's time to duel. And we got Wingardium of the Fortress being powered up with Black Pendant, increasing Wingardium of the Fortress attack by 500. What we got the Stern Mystic joining the field with Book of Moon activating, flipping Wingardium of the Fortress, destroying Black Pendant. But that does mean Megan Hill takes the first damage of the duel. And looking at the hand, it means Yami Yugi has bricked his hand already, as his only card in his hand is the Dark Magician. And Yami Yugi's life points drop down to 6,500. But it looks like Yami Yugi is going to take a lot more damage, as he's not been able to summon a new monster. Ancient Elf has joined the field, and both of them did 2,950 life points, leaving Yami Yugi with only 3,550 life points remaining. But you know what time it is? It's the pot of greed time, meaning you can draw 2 new cards, and reinforcement goes down. And the Ancient Elf activates, increasing Giant Rat's attack points by 500. And Giant Rat attacks the card I can't pronounce, Lady of Faith. This is where Yugi comes back from the brink of destruction. Mystic burst, the stern mystic attacks Giant Elf, Giant Rat, but the Giant Rat brought out Beaver Warrior. But we have Dark Magician joining the field, but that doesn't stay long because of widespread ruin. So the field is open up again on. So we got the Stern Elf, Stern Mystics, and the Silent Sage. So spell cards can't be activated this turn. But lucky enough, Mystic Elf is going to hold on to the line. But sadly to say, Polymerization has gone to the grave. And Megan Hill takes 600 life point damage, dropping it down to 6,450. Sadly to say, with Yugi's life points so low, I don't think he has a move. And the Silent Sage of Silence has stopped all magic cards for 1 turn. But that's going to help. To be honest, the only way Yugi's going to win this if he uses Monster Reborn. Well, this is going to be interesting. And Dark Magician has been brought back on the other side, but lucky enough for Yugi, he's planned for that and actually used Magical Cylinders, redirecting 2,500 to Megan Hill's life points. And Senju's been summoned to bring Magician of Black Chaos. And to be honest, I would have actually attacked. And we've got the Chaos of Dark Magician. But this is the end of match 2 with Megan Hill taking the win. So we will go to the tiebreaker. I'll see everyone then. And we got the tiebreaker. Now, just a heads up, people, the tiebreaker was recorded, but this is now the second attempt for the tiebreaker. So in the original tiebreaker, Megan Hill actually won with only 500 damage to allow points, with Yugi struggling to summon anything. And at the moment, hopefully we can get the same outcome. But we have Giant Soldier, Giant Rat, Magical of Dark Chaos, Polymerization, and Trap Hole. Oh, and we got Crystal Seer, allowed to bring 1 card to the hand. Is it 1 card to the hand? Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't bring Dark Chaos. Oh, and we got Breaker of Magician of Warrior. But sadly to say that got destroyed. But Megan Hill plays a face down card in the spell and trap card zone. And we got Giant Soldier Stone attacking. And Giant Rat attacks. Megan Hill draws. And we got Ancient Health with the Book of Secret Arts, destroying Giant Soldier of Stone. To be honest, if Megan Hill can get this back and win this match, it will be good. And Megan Hill draws and brings Sage of Silence. Oh, thank God she actually used a brain and didn't tap the second Giant Rat. And we got Monster Reborn, and we're going to... No? Silent of Sage and Giant Rat clashes, but we got Celtic Guardian. If it was me, I would activate Monster Reborn, bring back a monster than some guy the first night. I've got the second stage of silence, stillness. That means trap cards can't be activated. And we've got Pot of Greed, allowing you to draw 2 new cards. And we've got Monster Reborn, bringing back. Ooh. We've got the Berserker, the Magical Warrior in attack mode. But does Tornado destroys Jar of Greed before anything could happen? And we got Sealmaster in attack mode. But not going to do nothing against Wingard in the Fortress #1. Hopefully that spell or trap card she put down can be useful. Oh, and Widespread Ruin activates destroying it. And we got Beaver Warrior in face down defense, but that's not going to help. And we got Witch of the Black Forest doing 400 damage to herself. And Sealmaster attacks for 1,100, dropping Yami Yugi life points to 4,550. But sadly to say, Yami Yugi doesn't have the monster cards in his hand to summon his additional Black Chaos. And we've got Dark Elf and Mystic Elf in attack mode. It looks like a... And the winner is Megan Hill for the second time. Megan Hill moves on to face one of the enforcers. So see you then. Megan Hill moves on to the semi-finals to fight the Enforcer Puppet Master. In the next match, we got Jay Walker versus Mako Tsunami. Let's begin the duel. Now on round 3, match 2, Mako versus Jay Walker. Well, Mako Tsunami versus Jay Walker. So this is going to be interesting because Mako's deck, I wasn't actually sure if he would able to get this far. But the same goes with Jay Walker. I thought Jay Walker would not make it this far. But we've got Tiger Turtle, Turtle Bird, Don Turtle, and UFO Turtle with Monster Reborn. But Fisher destroys UFO Turtle. That's a letter turtle. And we get Monster Reborn bringing back UFO Turtle, but its attack and defense will be lowered. And UFO Turtle attacks. Oh, and we get... but lucky enough, that doesn't work. So, So, we got Widespread Ruin destroying UFO Turtle. We had... If I can find it. Tornado Wall activating, but Mystic Tornado stopped that in no time. And Senju attacks Tiger Turtle. And we've got Don Turtle in defense. But lucky enough, Don Turtle's new extra life points. Not going to help at all because Riran has been. And we've got Kirishin with 2,400 life points. Sadly to say, I don't think Jay Walker's going to survive this round. While he is getting the field power bonus of Uni, that's only it. And Mako has an open field to attack Jay Walker's life points. And Mako does 2,400 life points, dropping Jay Walker life points down to 5,400. And we've got Tiger Turtle in defensive mode. And we're going to get Fortress World in attack mode. Now, as this is not his boss monster, it's turning out to be one of his powerful cards on the field. So we've got the first attack, and Fortress World doing 2,550 life points, leaving Jay Walker with only 2,850. And sadly to say, he plays one card in defense, and that's all he can do. I got Marduk activating, bringing Fortress World Oath to his hand, but at the moment, this is the end of the duel. This means Mako wins the first round. And Mako wins, and we'll go to match number two now. We're on match two. Now, Jay Walker does need to win this to go to the tiebreaker. If not, Mako Tsunami will go into the semi-finals to face one of the enforcer. So we got Turtle Tiger, we got UFO Turtle, Castle Wall, and Giant Turtle who feeds on flames. Nice. But he's got a flame hot diet. And we got Mystic Space Typhoon destroying can't pronounce that card. It's a card that if a monster is destroyed on your side of the field, you can activate and destroy any monster card on the opponent's side. We've got a card in the Spelling Trap card zone. And we got Don Turtle joining the field as Mako seemed to be great. As dropped Mako's life points down to 3,100. And we got Mystic Typhoon destroying Castle Wall, but that doesn't really matter to Jay Walker. And Mother Grizzly destroys Don Turtle, dealing the first damage of the door, 300. Oh, and we got Pyramid. No. UFO Turtle destroyed Mother Grizzly. And both Duelists, Mother Grizzly and UFO Turtle was back again, but they attack each other. Both activate the special ability to bring out themselves again, but this last time will mean its own death. But we do have Pyramid Turtle going into defensive mode. And we get in the Fortress Well, and we see both of two of the strongest monsters in attack mode. So we get Monster Reborn bringing back Legendary Fisherman, and we get Hidden Spellbook bringing back the Fortress Well's Ritual Monster card, and Mystic Typhoon. And I do believe Mako Tsunami wants to get some payback for all the damage that Jay Walker did. And we get Sword and Shield swap and everyone's attack to defense. And Mother Grizzly activates and brings out Starboy. But the sad thing is that Mako's army of strong monsters are going to wipe out Jay Walker's life points, as the life points are nearly equal again. And sadly to say, Jay Walker wasn't able to summon a monster out, and we're going to have one of the monsters attack. We got Fortress Well finishing it off. That means Mako Tsunami moves on to the semi-finals to face one of the enforcers. See you then. Mako Tsunami moves on to face the enforcer Panic. In the next duel, you have Rebecca Hartness versus Sato Kaiba. It's time to duel. Everyone, match 3, round 3, match 3. Rebecca Hartness versus Sato Kaiba. And I'm just going to say it's going to be Sato. His deck, as shown, if you put the right cards in his deck, nothing can stop him. And we got Pot of Greed, and you know what that means? Draw 2 new cards with 2 face down cards. But you know what that timer means on this side? Pot of Greed. Yeah, draw 2 new cards, and you got Cannon Soldier and the equipped side attacking, but Widespread Ruin sends Cannon Soldier and the spell and the equipped card back to the hand, which does mean Rebecca does take the first damage of the duel. And we had I believe it was Dust Tornado? Yeah, Dust Tornado activating the set and another card face down. And it looks like in Kaiba's hand he's either got 2 Blue Eyes. And we've got Giant Rat with the same Oh, and we got enemy controller switching it into defensive mode. Well, I'll show you who has control of this field, and it's Seto Kaiba all the way. And we've got Battle Ox Unlimited ultimate offerings to bring out the first Blue Eyes White Dragon. The Giant Rat and the equip spell activates, sending another Giant Rat in its place. No, Millennium Shield. To be honest, I think Rebecca's quite happy with that result. And Millennium Shield goes into defense, while Giant Rat goes into defense next to it. And we get Monster Reborn, bringing back Cannon Soldier. Oh, please don't think you're doing what I think you're doing. Oh, no. Cannon Soldier attacks, doing 50 life points to himself. While the next blue... And we've got Giant Rat back into attack. Cannon Soldier sacrifices himself, doing 500 damage to Rebecca Hartness life points. And we've got Sangan and Giant Rat in defense. Now, if this was me, I would actually keep sacrificing monsters. As every monster goes to the grave, the more chance you get to summon another monster. Oh, and we got Shadow Gore already, but it's no good at the moment because it needs at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5. That's 600 extra attack points, but that's not enough. So that's 700. That gets him closer. It looks like Kaiba's placing the card face down in defense, but we get Shadow Gore and the equip card. And he's activating the gate attack, stopping Shadow Gore's attack. Now, if I was Kaiba, I'd actually would have used Monster Reborn to bring back. And Kaiba had to go in defense with his Blue Eyes and Mystic Horseman. Shadow Gore attacks, destroying the first ever Blue Eyes to be destroyed by another card. And Shadow Gore and Cannon Soldier sacrifices himself to deal 500 damage, but increases Shadow Gore's attack by another 100. And we've got the Stuffed Animal. And we've got the Gift of the Mystic Elf, increasing Rebecca Hartness by 900 points. And the Stuffed Animal does 1,200. And we've got a card face down in defensive mode as Kaiba is now playing a very defensive duel, but Shadow Gore brings out a second Shadow Gore. Lord of D goes to the grave, while Shadow Gore attacks with 3,300, leaving Kaiba with only 2,450 life points remaining. And we bring back Blue Eyes White Dragon number 1. But we got... And we get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon joining the field. Oh my god, the first time we see Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in this tournament. But Wabaku stops it. My god, this is a tournament to be told. I think this is the very first time in a long time that we get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We just need hope. And Blue Eyes has attacked the strongest Shadow Gore, but Rebecca Hartness still loses 500 life points for her equip spell. Something that I wouldn't have brought back, because at the moment she would have to sacrifice all 20 monster cards from her hand, from her deck, to even stand a chance against Shadow Gore, against Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But one of the vermins do get destroyed. Oh, and we get and we get Monster Reborn, bringing back a Shadow Gore in attack mode. And Mystic Typhoon destroys face down called Shadow Spell. And Giant Rat sacrifices itself to bring out Mystic Horseman. And it's Kaiba's turn again. And Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is 1,700, while Mystic Horseman destroys the Vermin. To be honest, I would have started playing very defensively with only 1,050 life points remaining. And Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon wins the duel. That means we'll go to match 2 now. See you then, folks. Start match 2, Rebecca versus Seto. Seto only needs to win this to go to the next round, but if Rebecca wins, we'll do the tiebreaker. But it's time to duel. And I can't believe we actually got to see Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the video. I can cross that off my bucket list. We've got Exodian, now Blue Eyes Ultimate. Just need all 3 Egyptian gods to show up, and we've got the complete set. And we had Giant Rat attacking a Giant Rat, and the first damage does go to Rebecca. Oh, and we get Root Kaiser in attack mode, doing 400 life points. And Fisher destroys the Millennium Shield. Wow. Kaiba's not taking no prisoners today. And we've got Sangan in defensive mode. And we got Pot of Greed, and you know what that means? You get to draw 562 cards. And we get Giant Rat going in the field again. Giant Rat attacks Sangan, sending it to the grave. Sangan will bring a Giant Rat to the hand. Root Kaiser does 1,800 damage with sacrificing both of them to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon to the field. And we've got a Giant Rat face down in defense. And we've got Battle Ox joining the field as well now. But Castle will activate and Reinforcement will activate, increasing both defense and attacking monsters by 500. Giant Rat goes to the grave, and Giant Rat goes to the grave again, but Rebecca does lose 1,600 life points. That's not good, as Kaiba's hasn't lost a single life points. Lucky for Kaiba, unlucky for Kaiba, I should say. Millennium Shield is face down with 3,000 defense, and the only monster that's going to get through that is the monster that's not on the. It's harder to summon, and that is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Lord of the attacks, the stuffed animal. And it's Rebecca Hartness' turn, and I can't really blame her for not summoning out Shadow Girl. Lord of the attacks, but the gift of the Mystic Health will increase Rebecca Hartness' life points by 1,500, taking her back to 5,650. And Mystic Tornado destroys Shadow Spell. Battle Ox goes to the grave, dealing damage to Kaiba, as his life points has dropped down to 5,400. And we've got his Tostomy Giant. And we get a clash. Oh my god, both Blue Eyes and Shadow Girl go to the grave. But his Tostomy Giant and Lord of D does not forgive them, and does 2,400 life point damage. But we've got Cannon Soldier attacking Lord of D, doing 200 damage. And it's now. And hits Totsumi Giant, goes into defense with a card going into Spell and Trap card zone. And we've got Trap Hole activation, sending the Witch of the Black Forest to the grave, but Witch of the Black Forest will still activate to bring Shadow Gold to that hand. And his Totsumi Giant goes to the grave as well. And we've got a card going in defense, and Jar Greed activates, bringing out Shadow Gold number 2 to the hand. And we get Shadow Gold with 2,800. Sadly to say, the only card what could have stopped it is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but that's not coming back anytime soon. And we got another card in defensive mode. And we get Pot of Greed. You know what that means? You're allowed to draw 2 new cards. And Shadow Gold attacks Mystic Horseman. And Kaiba couldn't do nothing, sadly to say. But this does mean he's able to send Witch the Black Forest to the grave to bring Cannon Soldier to the hand. And that might come in handy, because that means he can summon Blue Eyes to the hand. And Kaiba loses 2,900 life points. But sadly to say, if he doesn't able to bring out another monster, and he bring back Root Kaiser in defense mode. I know why he's done that. The only reason he wouldn't do that, and we've got Cannon Soldier. Root Kaiser gets destroyed, Legend gets destroyed, and Shadow Ghoul takes the game on match 2. That means I'll meet everyone in round 3. The tiebreaker. See you then. On the tiebreaker event, so either Seto Kaiba or Rebecca will win this to move on to round 3 to face an Enforcer. I said it this time. And it's time to duel. We've got Stuffed Animal, Giant Rat, Fisher, Mystic Space Typhoon, and Wabaku. While we got Battle Ox and 3 cards face down. Activate Fisher, get rid of Battle Ox. Summon using Mystic Space Typhoon on Java Greed. Java Greed activates, drawing 1 extra card. Giant Rat summoned. Trap Hole sends it to the grave. Play 2 cards face down. And Bob's your uncle. The field is empty. And it stays empty. And we've got Stuffed Animal in attack mode, attacking, but Shadow Spell? Yeah, Shadow Spell holds it in place and reducing the attack Stuffed Animal's attack points by a lot. Barbecue activates. Problem is, I think he Shadow Ghoul attacks, but got switched into defense. And we get Judgment. Judgment attack, destroy Shadow Ghoul. And we got a card in the spelling tap card zone. I have to say, Rebecca's deck, while built for her own cards being destroyed, it does show that her deck does work when getting the right cards into her hand. But I do enjoy seeing Kaiba's deck working as well. Because his first start of deck, I wish it was this, not the deck I had. And Rebecca has nothing on the field besides Cannon Soldier in defense mode. But I actually do agree both duelists made it this far because how strong their decks are. And I think out of all the duels up to now, Joey's second duel in round 2 was my best one that I liked. And that was really it for the second one. It was the Aftermath duel in season 2 with when we got Exodia. But I have to say, Kaiba getting out the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon coming out was actually a shocker. But we've just had all 3 vermins being summoned with the last one face down in defense. We got Sagan. Yes, Sagan. His new name is Sagan, people. By the way, Kaiba's life points dropped down to 6,000 when Shadow was attacked. So it looks like Kaiba already has a plan, leaving Judgment in attack mode. And we got reinforcements increasing Judgment attack by 5. Sorry, people, I did have to turn my phone on heat. And we got Legend in attack mode with Normandy. Sangan goes to the grave and brings a giant rat Looks like Kyber's attacking no time. And we get Blue Eyes Word Dragon in attack mode. And I sadly to say, I think that this is it for Rebecca. I don't think she has much left. She has used 2 of her 3 teleports. To be honest, if Wondershare wasn't going to be enough. Oh, 1800 damage. Sadly to say, I think this is it for Rebecca. That might hold out for a little longer, but not by more. Sadly to say. And we have Judgment attacking while increasing the partner's life points by 1,200. And she's able to bring chemicals back. This will leave Rebecca's life points down to 400. And we've got Locks going into defense. If Rebecca has a plan, she needs to use it now. Sadly to say. And that's it, everybody. Seto Kaiba moves on to the semi-finals and duels one of the enforcers. But I will see you in the next match. See you there. Seto Kaiba moves on to the semi-finals to face the enforcer Crocaine. In the next match, we have Rex Raptor versus Diesel Kane. And we're last match of round 3. We've got Rex Raptor versus Diesel Kane, a water deck versus a dino deck with 2 dragons. Now, out of these 2 duelists, it's going to be quite peculiar because one, Rex has shown when he gets his stronger monsters out, he's unstoppable. But same goes for Diesel Kane. He's actually gone against a pro and a civilian, and it was something it seemed. Same with Rex. His deck was something to behold. And the first damage of the duel goes to Rex Raptor for using Giant Rat. But he played 2 cards face down, Wapiku and Reinforcement. And we get Polymerization. We actually get the snake first time. Now, it has been a long time since we've seen the Roaring Ocean Snake. But Wapiku activates, but Reinforcement activates as well, increasing its attack points by 350. I know about 500, but I'll just say what damage it took. I mean, Giant Rat and got Giant Rat in defense with not Survival of the Fittest with Widespread Ruin. And sadly to say, we're going to see that Roaring Snake go bye-bye. And sadly to say, it's going to win. And we got Fossil X, and we get Megazawala. And we got Kara face down in defense. Which one's Fossil Excavation? Oh, I'm fishing jets out the 7 colour fish. Oh, and we got Magic Cylinders sending that attack right back at Rex Raptor, dropping his life points to 6,100. To be honest, I want Rex to win, but I also want Diesel Kane to win. But the next duel they're going against, I think one of these 2 face the Paradox brothers, so they're going to be an interesting duel to face. So we've got Mother Grizzlies getting destroyed by Mogazawa and Yuran. And we've got the I'm going to have to Google some of these names. And it looks like if I could spell it out of my head, looks like Diesel Kane summoned an army of tentacle monsters. Oh my. And 1 tentacle monster has been destroyed. Token. It's activated spell ability again, sending a handful of. How many monsters he sent to? He sent 8. My God. And sadly to say, now this is where the trouble begins. So, Survival of the Fittest will allow him to attack all these monsters. And I think it does burn damage as well. Does it do burn damage? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I was right. To be honest, the only way he... Oh, and he got Tailspin. Oh, and he got Draining Shield, increasing Diesel Kane's life points by back to 6,450. And got a card in the Spell and Trap card zone. And one monster is destroyed. And Survival of the Fittest activate, sending another monster to the grave. And I'm guessing tokens don't count as real monster cards. What probably saved Diesel. And we get Trapodon in attack mode and destroying the last token. But Widespread Ruin destroys Uran. But the problem is, we still got sword arms of dragon in his hand. And Trap Hole. Yeah. And Trap Hole destroyed Violent Rain. But Trapodon goes to the grave, dropping Rex Raptor's life points. And sadly to say, Rex is out of playable moves at the moment. So Diesel Kane does have the field advantage. And he does another 1,800, dropping Rex's life points down to 3,500. And he's still not been able to summon a monster. Megazawa does another attack. It drops Rex Raptor's life points down to 1,700. And sadly to say, that's game. And that means Diesel Kane does win the first match, even though it's a bit early to call. And Survival of the Fittest activates, sending... Oh, that just saved his life points. Oh my God. Rex Raptor nearly lost the duel, but Survival of the Fittest... Was it Survival of the Fittest? Yeah, Survival Instant activate just in the nick of time, saving Rex's life points. But now it looks like Diesel Kane's now back in the defensive. And we get Monster Reborn. Bringing back probably... yeah, saw that coming. I think we all saw that coming. And we got Tail Swap, sending the 2 monsters back to the hand, leaving the field wide open for Rex Raptor to do damage. For some reason, sends Megazawa to the grave to allow Sword Arm the Dragon to summon. And it looks like Diesel Kane is running out of moves, sadly to say. And we got Wabaku stopping that attack. Wow, he just needs polymerization to get his sea monster out again. But I don't think he's going to be that... No, not that lucky. And I think he's used all his best traps up already. And we got a Pot of Greed, and you know what that does? You can draw 58 cards. And yeah, that's what I thought. He's used all his best monster cards. And the winner of the first round was Rex Raptor. So we'll meet everyone in round 2. See you then. And we're in the second match. Rex only needs to win this to move on to face an Enforcer. But if Diesel Kane wins, we do the tiebreaker. But you know what time it is? It's time to duel. And Rex has a nice hand, not great. He can, if he special summon his Gillosaurus, he's able to bring out, well, do that. If he can keep his Gillosaurus out for one turn, and which he can, he can special summon his Red Eyes Flat Dragon. But sadly to say, the red snake, the giant red snake, sea snake, he's not gonna let that happen as the twin-headed King Rex goes to the grave. I don't know when I started learning how to say. And we got Sword Art of Dragon with Tail Swipe, sending Sea Snake to the hand. And Draining Shield as activated, increasing Diesel Kane's life points by 1,750. So he has his life points is now 9,750. While Rex's life point is 7,350. And the field has emptied since I said all that. So Fisher destroyed Giant Red Snake, and now Diesel Kane has some left off. And we get Uran in defensive mode, but sadly to say that's not going to help. And we got Polymerization fusing King of the Swamp with his ugly monster to summon his boss monster, the Roaring Snake. He's Roaring Ocean Snake in attack mode. As the token try to attack. And Rex Raptor's life points is down to 1,850. Yes, Monster Reborn. And he brings back his twin-headed King Rex, but sadly to say, that's not gonna help. And we get Mother Grizzly joining the field, destroying King-headed King Rex while rolling with Diesel Kane boss monster destroying the remaining of his life points. So we go to the tiebreak. Move on breaker events against Rex Raptor versus Diesel Kane. Both duelists have shown why their decks are powerful, but only one can move on to the semi-finals to face one of the enforcers. But you know what time it is? It's time to duel. And we got Calling Dragon number 2, Monster Reborn, Trap Hole, Reinforcement, and Wabaku. But we do get Legendary Ocean and Cyber Shark in attack mode. And we got Sabersaurus in attack mode. And we get my god, we even get the Roaring Ocean Snake in attack mode. 2 strong and Wabaku is activated. What makes me laugh, he could have put reinforcement down and at least destroyed one of their monsters. And he's playing very defensively for some reason. I would have just kept Sabersaurus out. And Trap Hole sends 7-color snake to the grave. And Cybershark attacks, boosting it attacks to 2,400. But Crawling Dragon will get destroyed by the Roaring Sea Snake. Monster Reborn happens, bringing back Cybershark in attack mode. More likely to destroy the Roaring Ocean Snake. And Sabersaurus and Twin-Headed Dragon. Twin-Headed King Rex will attack, dropping Diesel Kane's life points to 4,400. And sadly to say, he's already bricked himself. That might be his end. And we got Mad Sword Beast joining us. And the winner is Rex Raptor. So we'll go over who's dueling who's in the semi-finals after this. Bye. Rex Raptor moves on to the semi-finals to face the enforcer, the Paradox Brothers. In the next episode, we'll see them duel for their spot in the semi-finals. Goodbye for now.